Hey everybody, welcome to Radio Labyrinth. This is our second episode in 1 week. Oh my god, what's going on? The whole world is crumbling to an end. Oh no, this is season 6, episode 4. Everybody's with us. I'm Tim, there's Jeff, Steph, and Dustin. Hello everybody.
Cello.
Cello. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. This episode of Radio Labyrinth, the second one of the week, will be more about news, less about what we watch, shit that's going on, and who died. Of course, Jeff will have that for you. We're going to play a game of Rad Libs today with the OG. He's back. The OG Redbox Troll. How about that?
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yes.
Very cool.
His voice will be saved for later on in the program. Kicking off today's show, we have a new president in the White House, a new vice president, and wherever the hell that person lived. And what is that? The Blair House? The Linda Blair House? I forget what it's called.
The Tony Blair house.
Welcome to my house. You have to have rotten teeth to live here. So congratulations as a new era begins. Whether you like or dislike, it's here, and you have to live with it if you hate it, and you get to be happy if you love it, and there you go. We'll just move on, see what happens. Who gives a fuck? But the coolest thing to come out of, and already burned out, of the inauguration, I think, is the Bernie Sanders meme, Bernie's mittens, where he's sitting there with his legs crossed and those mittens that he has on his hands and this mask. That took off like wildfire, and I think...
What did you think about that, Mr. Sanders?
Let me tell you what I think about it. I don't mind going viral as long as I don't have the virus, which is why I wear other mask.
Where
And
did you get
the
those
mittens?
These mittens were given to me by a very nice lady in Vermont. She sells them on her website, berniesmittens.com. Already sold out. Now let's get moving. I'm tired of this. Look, they put me in The Sopranos. They put me at a Fish show. They put me at a Grateful. Now I love Fish. Fish is my favorite band of all time. They're one of the best bands. They're great. I love them very, very much. But I don't want to be in the memes. Okay, look, I am not part of the, what do they call it? The nitrous mafia. I've done nitrous. It's really fun. Hippie crack, but I will never do it again. And those mittens were so nice. I love it. I love it. You know, but really, technically, that should have been my second inauguration. Really, should have been. But, you know, as things go, I didn't win the first time, and I didn't win this time. So, any other questions? I have stuff to do.
Did you go to the Trump second term inauguration at the White House paint store on 3rd Avenue?
I did not go to, what was that called? Four Seasons Lawn Care, which was across the street from the porno store. I did not go there. But he did invite me down to Mar-a-Lago for his shadow presidency inaugural ball. He had, some country singers there. He had all sorts of wonderful, but I can't go down to Florida. I don't want to go to look. I'm worried about the virus. I'm worried. So I'm staying right here. We got a lot of work to do. I talked with Joe. I think he knows who I am. And he nodded a lot. I couldn't, he was, he moves his lips when he talks. Like
How can you tell through the mask?
Well, because you could see his lips. When I'm talking, he's repeating in his mind what I'm saying, and his lips are moving. And so you see his lips move, and it's very disconcerting. But he wears a black mask, so that's great. That's great. Except for when he and his family are partying. They don't wear masks. But I get that. I don't wear masks when I'm partying with my family in my Corvette. Have you seen my Corvette? It's lovely.
I've not seen it.
Well, it was good to see you out there, Senator Sanders.
Thank you. And thank you for meming me into whatever you do with the memes and the masks. But from here on, henceforth, it is burnt. It's toast. Bernie meme burnout is a thing. Stop it. Nobody cares anymore.
I know. I'm supporting the shadow prez.
You are.
That's going to be my president is the shadow prez.
Donald Trump is the shadow president, so you're going to support Trump now that he's out.
Well,
like him.
now that he's out and now that he's the shadow president,
Yeah.
that I'll go for. That I'm behind.
Shadowness, the shadowness. One last thing about that. The other day when he left, what did he say? Or we talked about it already Monday. He's like, what did he say? He said, have a nice life. We'll see you soon. Have a nice life.
I'm supporting President Shadow Stevens.
Oh, God. I would totally support Shadow.
Stevens.
And now here he is, Vladimir Putin.
I'm nominating Kelly and Company for 2024.
Yes. Oh, God. I didn't watch any of it, but I don't watch. I'm officially divorcing myself from politics except for work. Well, it's fun to troll people, but not these days.
It's going to be, I don't care who you are for. Either way, it's going to be quiet.
Yeah.
It's
So you're going to stop posting all that shit on QAnon now?
Well, all the sites are down. I can't post anymore. Where we go one, we go all. Fucking morons. Anyway, all right, let's start the show. Jeff, by the way, designed a new T-shirt for us. It will be at our store, and you'll be able to find a link for it on our website, which is radiolabyrinthpodcast.com. Also, we will, of course, tweet it out and put it on our Facebook page. If you don't follow us on Twitter, please do, at @radio_labyrinth. We have the Facebook Radio Labyrinth page, and we also have the Radio Shack, which is what the shirt says. It's an old school Radio Shack logo embedded in a radio, and it says Radio Labyrinth on it. So I'll be posting that on the T-shirt site very, very soon, probably by the end of the weekend, and you'll be able to order it. I saw that somebody ordered and got their hoodie, which I thought was amazing. They came out really, really nice. That was like maroon, and it was that it was the Jurassic Park logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Tim Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Allen got that one.
Yeah, that's right. Because I said thanks, Tim, on Twitter.
He's a kook.
He's not a kook. Don't talk that way about him.
No, and I mean it in a good way. He's a kook. He's funny.
So, yeah, thank you, Tim. And all that stuff is available, and we always have it in the show notes, and you can always find it on the website. Let's see. MicTV dropped this week. So in between first episode and our second episode, timely as usual, on January 21st, 2021, Lisa and Dean present the top 20 of 2020. So if you were wondering back in December what they were going to choose, wonder no more. It is available to you, and you can listen to it right now.
Plus the top 30 things that didn't make the top 2020 list.
Oh, yeah. Did you listen already?
It's fucking thorough. I'll give them that.
That's okay. Yeah. Keep it thorough, as they say. So next week, we're going to revive a couple things that we haven't been doing in a while, but I think the new format is conducive to that. Ask Us Anything will come back, and Patreon picks. And stick around if you're a Radio Labyrinth producer. We have a new tribute to you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
Oh, and by you people, I mean producers. Don't read into it. Yeah, that's it. So, Dustin, what's going on in the world of pop culture and entertainment?
Friend W. Earl Brown, he's got a band called the Sacred Cowboys, and they released today, actually, a new single. It's on Apple Music. You can check it out. It's called "It's a Beautiful Day."
Is it good?
And it's really good. He's big into music. He's in the music world. He's probably one of those actors that really just hangs out with a lot of musicians. I know my brother, has hung out with him, with Jason and Isbell and some other guys. So he's always, in those circles, like the 45s. He was a big 45s promoter for years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a band now. He's got a band putting out this single now. So you guys check it out on Apple Music and give it some downloads.
That's the name of the song? Yes, It's a Beautiful Day.
It's a Beautiful Day.
Yeah. Cool. Did he talk about that on the show?
He might have mentioned his band, but I don't think he talked about the album that they're working on. And this is the first single off that.
I'm downloading it right now off of iTunes.
Yeah.
Is it like country rock or?
Yeah, it's kind of
hip hop.
He sounds a little. What would you say, Johnny Cash-ish, maybe?
Yeah, it's kind of that rebel country, like Rough
Outlaw
Rider
country. Yeah.
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 Outlaw country. That's it.
Like Billy Ray Cyrus.
The baddest. Oh
Yeah,
my
or,
god.
Give it a listen. It sounds real good.
Tim
I love
McGraw.
his cover of Insane in the Membrane.
How about Tim McGraw? He's an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Choctaw. His baby is a Chippewa. She's a one of a kind. My dad pitched for the Phillies, and I was a bastard. Okay, sorry about that.
Now, but if you sing outlaw country now, what you have to call them indigenous people?
I'm an indigenous outlaw.
We were talking last week about Sex in the City, and where is Sex in the City gone? Well, Sex in the City looks like it's coming back. It's going to be coming back with a giant payday. Each of the 3 remaining actresses looks like they're going to take down about $1 million plus per episode for 10 episodes. So that seems to be the standard for high money TV actors and actresses now. When you hit that echelon of $1 million an episode, whether or not the public wants it, you're looking at 3 ladies trying to live through their life in the 50s.
Yeah, they're all
50s.
And what about the old lady, Kim Cattrall? She's not coming back, right?
I guess 10 million.
There will be no mention.
Say when they're going to start filming, because I don't understand how because so much of Sex in the City was on the streets and in the city, and how the hell are they going to do that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Green
I'm
screen.
not sure. They said the production was supposed to start this year, but I mean, it may just be wishful thinking. Just like everyone else, they're hoping that everything clears up enough for some form of normality to come back into it. But you're right. I mean, most of their scenes were street cafes, on the street, whole episodes acted out on the streets, and unless they're gonna do it in closed sets, that's about the only way they could.
I just hope they don't do those stupid fashion masks. I just want to punch people in their face.
Oh, they're going to. Totally.
Oh my god! I'm talking about the clear plastic one, so that you can still wear your lipstick and you can see your smile. I saw a lady, and she was just laughing it up, like, "Look at me! I'm so free in my plastic mask with my." I just want to smack the shit out of her. It was so annoying. And
well, you should smack the shit out of her, and then she'll look like the lady from Brazil.
But it's like a clear Hannibal Lecter mask, just on the bottom of your face. And I was watching some show where this like hot attorney lady, she spins around in her chair and she's got one on, and she's just talking like we're not supposed to acknowledge that she's got this stupid thing on her face.
I'm not watching shows where people are wearing masks.
Me either.
I go to fucking movies and TV to escape reality. I'm not going to sit there and watch. Oh, we're really going to fight this coronavirus. Fuck you.
I was shocked you stopped watching SVU. I was trying to text you about the episode that was on last week.
Yeah, but I stopped watching SVU years and years ago. When Christopher Maloney left, I didn't like the guy that replaced him, and I grew to like him. And then I didn't like the whatever. They denutted the entire show. Bells left and Dan Florek left, and it's just I couldn't get into it anymore. It was a gritty cop show for a long time, and then it became a glitzy, different kind of show. So I'm not into it.
That's the one with Ice-T, right?
Yeah.
With the scratchy lottery tickets that John Mulaney does that bit about.
Yes. Yeah. Did you see? Speaking of Ice-T, he's on with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was a pretty good interview. I didn't know Stone Cold did a show like that.
A TV show?
Yeah, his interview show. I didn't know he said that. Oh, tell me about SVU. Yeah, I'm the police. I used to rob banks. Now I'm the police. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, next.
Well, as far as 2021 goes, movies were supposed to be starting to come back in the theaters. They planned everything, but now it looks like they're starting to push stuff back again. I know that we've got 3 or 4 movies that are supposed to come out in the next 2 months, and Jared Leto, Morpheus, the Marvel vampire.
Oh
movie.
yeah.
it's supposed to, it's been in the cans for like a year and a half. So that looks like it was supposed to be released next month. It's probably going to be pushed back.
They canceled.
Back.
Atlanta canceled Sweetwater Festival today, so no Sweetwater this year either.
The Kingsman, which is I guess the prequel to the Kingsman movies. This is the King's Man. It was supposed to come out in March. It's probably going to be pushed back. Morbius is supposed to be out in March 19th. It's going to be pushed back. So, the Black Widow movie, Godzilla versus King Kong. Some of these, they're gonna try to release the ones for HBO Max, but there's so much uproar with the production companies and HBO trying to decide what they're actually going to release on HBO Max and what they're going to try to put in the theater. So it's an ongoing. It's almost like we're reliving 2020 again.
Better not cancel those fish shows in August, or I'm gonna be pissed. And then skipping ahead a story here, the Sopranos, Many Saints of Newark, that's been bumped too, right?
Yeah, it was going to be released. It was going to be released next month, but now they're moving it to September.
I'm fine with that.
And it's if that's what it was originally slated to be. When it was originally conceived, HBO Max didn't even exist. So,
right.
At the time. So,
and I thought that
it was designed to be a theatrical.
They did that screening that everybody loved, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they had to go back and fix anything.
No, they want to release it in the theater too. I want to see it in the theater.
Did you guys enjoy the Young Guns movies?
The first one.
The second one was okay, but the first one was awesome.
Yeah, Jeff and I saw that in the theater.
The first one was amazing as far as it's almost it's an 80s classic. The second one, I almost consider that the beginning of the 90s because it hit right at 89 when they were filming, and it kind of ushered in everything with the Blaze of Glory with John Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
that kind of set a whole summer. But it also, to me, I thought it kind of it put an end on Big Kid's story. He was already 100 years old at the end of that, and but they say John Fusco, the writer and director, has gotten together with Emilio Estevez, and they're going to make a Young Guns 3.
Cool, I'd like it. I would love to see Emilio Estevez get some money.
I thought he was only
it's
preaching and stuff now or something.
I always liked
Christian stuff.
I liked him better than Charlie. Always liked him better than Charlie. Thought he was a better actor. Certainly not as insane or even insane at all. But I always liked him. I thought he was a cool guy.
Yeah, have you seen those commercials that him and his dad have been doing? Charlie and his dad have been doing.
That was pretty good.
For retirement
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I think it's neat how Emilio and Charlie, when they were younger, that they've now switched how much they look like their father.
Yeah.
When Charlie was younger, he didn't look like his, but
No.
Now they're starting to really look like. But I don't know. They're talking about also bringing back, some of the other characters from Young Guns 2, or the original Young Guns to Young Guns 2. I just don't see how it's going to work because everyone, you got Lou Diamond Phillips is supposed to come back. Kiefer is supposed to be back. So I thought that story was wrapped
Casey
up.
Moscow? Is that his name?
Yeah, Casey Smasco.
Yeah. He'd happily come back, believe me.
I'm sure, what has he been doing? He's probably been waiting for this call.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, they're not going to make Born on the 4th of July, too, so.
Am I the only one when you see Charlie Sheen, you think, did he rape Corey Haim? That's all I ever think every time I see him now.
No, it was Corey. Oh, yeah, Corey Feldman said it was. He did, right?
Yeah, Corey.
Yeah, every time I see him, that's all I ever think about was, Lucas.
We were talking also about Lord of the Rings, that new series that they're shooting for Amazon.
Yeah.
It is going to be set thousands of years.
Work in the
allegedly, but he could play football, so that was good.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But this is good. It is looks like it is. This is going to be close to the Silmarillion story, like Jeff was talking about in the previous episode. Everything's going to take place in Nimir, or the land that was essentially the precursor of everything that happened later. in Lord of the Rings. So you may see a couple of familiar faces, maybe a few of the elves, since they have that kind of lifespan. But so you may see a few of them, but for the most part, it's a whole different setup. I mean, it won't be the hobbits and orcs and elves. It'll be a different different races because of creatures, because it was so long before that. But again, I don't know how the stories weren't very linear in those books. They were more like giant poems. So how it's going to be interpreted and put out into a show might be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They're spending a shit ton of money on it.
I'll watch it.
When it's complete, it'll be the most expensive television show ever made.
Is it going to be more expensive than the Game of Thrones prequel, which is also starting production?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, they've locked this Lord of the Rings series in for 5 seasons, and they've already been greenlit for 2, and it hasn't even come out yet.
All right.
So
yeah,
they're going to rake in that ring money.
I'm more interested in this, I think, than I am in any Game of Thrones prequel. I want to read the book that he hasn't finished yet.
Let's see. The Snowpiercer, it has been renewed for a season 3, and season 2 hasn't even started. So that's a good sign. Liam Neeson. God, who wants to see Liam Neeson in the Naked Gun remake?
I don't want to see a Naked Gun remake. There's no reason to do it. And Seth MacFarlane will not make it as funny as the original, so fuck it. But I'll probably watch it.
Well, Liam Neeson said he's stepping down from his action roles. He's no longer doing them. So for this to be the first thing that he's thrown into, I mean, I think of it more as a slap in the face to every fan of Leslie Nielsen than a new avenue for Liam Neeson.
He's no Frank Drebin. There's just no way.
It's been 5 years since the Impractical Jokers cruise, but when David Zucker was on the Impractical Jokers cruise, he was saying he was wanting to reboot Naked Gun, but he was saying he wanted Bill Hader.
Oh, that would be great.
And I was all over that. I'm like, yes, do that. But I don't know how Seth MacFarlane got involved.
Well, the charm of Leslie Nielsen was that originally he was a dramatic actor, and he kind of stumbled into comedy, and he, Airplane made him a huge star, and that's was staying with those guys in the Naked Gun movies. But you just can't recapture Naked Gun and Airplane. Those are things that live on their own. You can't recapture them. Steph, you were going to say something.
It's the Zucker brothers too. I mean, they just have a magic to them. Even like the Scary Movie franchise, 1 and 2 were pretty good when it was just the Wayans brothers. 3 was probably one of my favorites because the Zucker brothers did it.
Yeah,
it had more there. Yeah, it had more. That's the one. I probably watched that one more than I have the one with Chris Elliott with the little. It's only the little hand can do it.
The strong hands.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too negative. Seth MacFarlane does do good stuff, but I don't know.
I don't think you're being too negative. Not at all.
Okay, some things are just, I don't know, don't need to be remade that are still funny. I can still watch all 3 of those Naked Gun movies. And by the way, listen, who's available? OJ's available. So if you need OJ, he'll be there. You can't make that movie without putting him in there as a cameo.
You put OJ in there, people are going to watch this movie.
Yeah, they are. What's going on, America? Hey, Twitter world.
They're going to have one white Bronco scene in it.
Yeah.
There'll be one dead wife with her head cut off.
Nordberg driving around wherever.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
I'd watch it.
You'd be, what was his friend's AJ or whatever his name was, the one that was driving him around?
Oh, God. I think I should remember that because you know what I found real quick because I know we got to do Who Died. But I found a compilation of every time Howard Stern on the news with Robin talked about the OJ trial from 95 through 96. It's amazing. It's like 30 hours long of all
Oh, my God.
Anyway, his name was Al Cowlings, AC.
Okay.
So you were right. Yeah. My good buddy. Hey, look, I got to congratulate the Buffalo Bills, man. And I can't wait to shake all your hands. And they see that on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, I ain't touching you. What does he say at the end of his tweets? Oh, I forgot. What does he say? Do you guys watch him on Twitter? Do you ever watch any of his tweets?
No. OJ, no.
This is an unpopular thing to say, but I would prefer that Fox gave him a job commentating over Mike Vick, honestly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, you know what? OJ was only convicted of robbery. So, he served his time for that. I'm ready for OJ to return to NFL. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right? You
Yeah.
serve your time.
Yes.
Let him back.
All right. Thank you, Dustin. Jeff, who died?
Julie Strain.
Who's Julie Strain?
She's an actress, like B-movie actress.
Oh, yeah, she was in Penthouse a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's there was like a rumor of her dying last year around Christmas, not 2020, but 2019.
Mm-hmm.
There was all these rumors like around Christmas 2019 that she died. I know all the people had to come out and say no, she's still alive, but then now she's actually passed on.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I remember she was in a lot of stuff, a lot of those B movies, always with the boob jiggling.
Yep.
So on January 13th, 2020, Julie Strain is not dead, but now she is dead.
Yep.
That's too bad.
Don Sutton died.
Yes, I saw Don Sutton died. You know, we used to have Don Sutton on the regular guys quite a bit, and then I would always do his voice. I don't know if I'm getting it right. I love Don Sutton. He was a nice guy. I met him one time. He was very, very friendly. And I gave Mixmaster Mark Owens, who works, I forget where he works. He works for the Braves. He took a bunch of cards and got one signed for me by Don Sutton. Real nice dude, man. He was always a great guest. And plus he was on the Match Game. He was a Match Game panelist. It was great on that show. You can see the clips on YouTube. Who else?
Chrissy Snow's dad from Three's Company.
An actor?
Peter Mark Richardson. Yeah. Richman.
Okay.
What stuff? He was in like Dynasty.
Oh, not really Suzanne Summers' dad. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, this guy was in a ton of shit. He was that guy in the 70s and 80s for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he was Reverend Snow on Three's Company. He was
right.
He was 93 years old, so that's a good run.
That is a good run.
Who else?
Sigfried.
Sigfried, yeah, from Sigfried and Roy. So, big reunion show in heaven tonight
with a tiger.
Yeah.
I wish I could be there if that fucking president wouldn't fucking pardon me, goddamn son of a bitch. I had a whole limo and everything.
Maybe if you were a rapper, you would have had a better
I know. I should have recorded a rap album from jail, but I was busy. That fucking bitch, Carol Baskins, walking around sucking dicks. And guys, guess what time it is?
Oh my God! Could it be? Could it be?
Back from the dead.
It's me. I wasn't dead. You kidnapped me and sent me to Gitmo.
Gitmo.
Gitmo, not Gitmo. Gitmo. Gitmo's right next to Gitmo. Gitmo's. They submerge you into a giant bucket of jizz, and you got.
No.
Yes, it's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. I'm so.
You got to eat your way out.
No, you can't eat it or you'll get sick. They feed you. You can open your mouth like a bird. But anyway, I'm back. And I don't even... Did I have a name? I don't remember. I know those are lots of imposters.
Reginald Van Nubbensworth.
Oh, Reginald D. Nubbensworth was the son of a bitch who stole my job.
I think you're just a straight up Redbox Troll, RBT.
RBT is back. Redbox is not to be confused with RBG.
She's not back. She's not back.
No.
Redbox Ginsburg.
Redbox Ginsburg is dead, but she's not in a bucket of jizz. Okay, let's move on. We're going to play. This is a game that the guy stole from me. It was my idea. He visited me in my jizz bucket, and he said, hey, listen, I want a guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm sick of all that. I'm back at the Redbox. Just make sure that when you touch it, you're wearing a glove, because if we get COVID, we die instantly.
Is Benicio del Toro, have you seen him lately?
He sent me a cease and desist. But screw him, I'm going to do what I want to do. So listen, I listened to some old shows, and I got an idea for this game, and so let's play, okay?
Let's do it.
Let's go in order.
Excited. Do it.
All right. So we start with Steph, and then we'll go to Jeff, and then we'll go to Dustin. So we'll start with Jeff. With Steph. I'm so excited to be back, guys. Whoa.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, I said, Jeff, I missed you the most. He gets good dummies. So anyway, historical document, Stephanie.
I would say the Magna Carta.
A place, Jeff.
Cuba.
A percussion instrument, Dustin.
Cowbell.
type of labor. Wait, no. Verb action, Steph.
Dream.
Okay. Jeff, job. Type of laborer.
Jizz mopper.
Oh, I wish I could do that. That'd be a good job. Sometimes you can find quarters. If you find a quarter on the floor in an adult bookstore, would you pick it up or would you leave it on the floor?
I can leave it for you.
No, I mean, if you're in there for some reason, I don't know why you would be in there because you're a woman. But if you were in there, would you pick it up or would you leave it on the floor? Or what if it was a 50-cent piece?
In these days of COVID, I think you just leave it.
I'm picking it up. 50 cents is 50 cents, for Christ's sake.
I'm there because I like to get a nice little erotica
Yeah,
novel.
That's nice. Oh, that's so nice. Where are we? I'm kind of lost.
Any country.
Dustin, any country?
Vietnam.
Oh, that's a good place. I've been there.
What'd you do in Vietnam?
You don't want to know. It's illegal here. Let's see. Stephanie, adjective.
Sleeveless.
I mean, Jeff, noun.
Dildo.
Dustin, geographical areas.
Rainforest.
Rainforest. And let's see, who's that? A large group of people, Stephanie.
A gang?
That's good. That's a good one. Yeah. That makes my nub stuffy. Let's see. What's next? Noun, Jeff.
Vibrator.
Okay. Now you got a dildo and a vibrator. Let's see. I should have just put all these in here earlier when I was fucking around eating dinner. Who's next? Oh, pronoun, Dustin.
No, it's adjective.
Adjective.
Oh, yeah, adjective, Dustin.
Creamy.
Okay. Next one is what?
Another adjective from Steph.
Steph, adjective.
Bewildered.
Okay. What's the next one? I can't read because I got to skip all over the fucking place.
Noun.
Yeah, noun, whoever's next.
That's
Man.
Jeff.
Jeff,
Butt
noun.
plug. Butt plug.
Butt plug? A lot of sex toys in this one. Who's got the deity?
Dustin.
Ganesh.
Verb?
Tiptoe.
Pronoun?
No, it's a group of people, and I put a shudder of clowns.
Hang on a second. I'm kind of lost here. I tried to make it seamless, but it's not working. May he... What'd you say, clowns? Where's that go, guy?
Yeah, shudder of clowns.
In your group of people section.
Okay, what's after that?
Pronoun, Dustin.
Pronoun.
A what of clowns?
A shudder of clowns.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Next one.
Yes.
Pronoun.
Yes.
Her.
Okay. Verb.
Squat.
Country.
Uzbekistan.
All right, so that's it.
Yep.
All right. Sorry. Sorry, I should have typed it all in there and just pretended. Okay. So we have a very special guest. I'm going to turn it over to this person, and he's going to read it for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Redbox Troll. How you doing?
W, you're friends with the Red
How's it going?
Yeah. In fact, my father is the person who introduced the Redbox Troll to the United States. We allowed them to come in here, several of them, and I was real happy this week. It was nice to see things get back to normal. I heard today that we might be going back into Iraq. I like that. I think everything's going to be roses. So what I wanted to do, since this is inauguration week, is here's the last paragraph from my second inaugural speech.
It's nice to have won 2 elections and been president for 8 years, unlike the guy that just left.
Oh, sour grapes, sour grapes.
I'm not sour. I'm happy that fucker's gone. He destroyed our party. I don't care. Jeb's never going to be president.
Party.
Pardon me?
It was a lovely tea party.
I wasn't in the Tea Party. That Tea Party shit popped up when Obama became president because a bunch of people got scared they had to look at a black guy.
But you don't mind looking at Michelle. Every time I see you hooking up, you're always
I love
like
Michelle. She's a brilliant lady. She's very smart. She has some good kids. Her daughters didn't act up and embarrass them like mine did. I mean, I'm happy now they're on the Today Show and they're all married and all that, knocked up. But it was rough. Anyway, I'm going to read this paragraph. But I do love Michelle. I think she's a wonderful person. I'm not so sure about Jill Biden because she insists on being a called doctor. Look, lady, you got an English degree. Big fucking deal, right? All right, so here we go. And you guys, this is from G.W. Bush second inaugural address, January 20th, 2005, with the special radio Labyrinth flair that you guys added. Going in this blind because I didn't. Okay, ready? When the Magna Carta was first read in Cuba and the cowbell was dreamed in celebration, a jizz mopper said, it rang as if it meant something. In our time, it means something still. Vietnam, in this sleeveless century, proclaims dildo throughout all the rainforest, and to all the gang thereof, renewed in our vibrator, tested, but not creamy. We are ready for the bewildered achievements in the history of the butt plug. May Ganesh tiptoe a shudder of clowns, and may she squat over the United States of Uzbekistan. Thank you, and God bless Uzbekistan. She got better. I got to get back, man. Fortune fire. Fucking awesome.
I figured you'd like that show.
Yeah, it's a great show. All right, so almost got that one through without screwing up, and it was my fault. But next time
I liked that. That was I feel like there was real payoff at the end of that. That was great. I loved it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. And gosh, that's gonna be pretty much it. Let's talk about Barkville, please.
BarkvilleDogRescue.org. You know what we do. We pull dogs from high kill shelters all over Georgia, and we bring them into our house. We get them all trained, and if they need medical stuff, we get them all set and ready for their forever home. So if you are interested in fostering, or if you want to donate, please go to BarkvilleDogRescue.org. Or, I don't know, maybe you want to adopt a dog. I mean, because that's what we're really there for. So if you're in the market for a dog, and we have everything from the tinky little tiny Chihuahua all the way up to, we've had, 150-pound dogs. So whatever you want, we got it.
And Barkville setting a trend in Georgia. I saw last night on HQ Trivia another rescue organization from around the metro Atlanta area. Not going to.
Who was it?
I forget.
Who was it? No, I don't mind. Come on.
I don't remember. I just know that they were from, I think, Cobb County or Cherokee County, out that way. I'm not burying it. I just don't remember.
Well, good for them. I'm glad. I'm happy for any of the rescues, and I still am so grateful to Jeff for nominating us, man.
Yeah.
We don't have money yet. I don't know how long it takes to get the money from him.
By the way, I love the host of that show. Not the chick in the middle of the week. I mean, she's okay, but I love the host. He's very funny.
The guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, Matt Richards.
Yeah, he's very, very funny. You should get him on here one night. Have fun with him.
Man, that would be so cool.
But I'm sure he's super busy because he hosts that like 6 nights a week, right?
Yeah.
It's only like 15 minutes.
That's true. He does great accents and stuff, so I want to find out where he's from. All right, guys, thank you very much. Great show, you guys. And thank you, Dustin, for the news. Jeff, for who died. It's so sad. Chrissy Snow. Hey, you guys are fucking welcome.
Thanks,
W.
Thank you, President.
Good luck to that old bastard in there tonight. Wear your mask, fuckface. Keep it canon.
Keep it
canon.
All right, so it's 2021, and now it's time to thank our Radio Labyrinth Patreon producers. Are you curious about being a Radio Labyrinth Patreon producer? All you have to do is go to patreon.com/Tim Andrews. When I set up the Patreon, we didn't know the name of the show yet. So that's why it's never been changed. But it is the Radio Labyrinth Patreon page. And we have several members that we'd like to thank tonight. These are our producers. The producers come in at the $25 tier or higher. And you are a producer of the show. And everybody who's joined at that level has received a gift or a t-shirt and or whatever we were giving away at the time. And some of you people have been with us for a very long time. Orchestrated it into some tiers with some cool radio, because we call everybody that listens to the show a radio, right?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So what I did is if you've been with the show 4 years or longer, you're a general manager. That means you can fuck off all day, wear a suit, and hide in your office.
What if you're... None of these are micro general managers. These are all cool people.
Yeah, well, they're cool general managers. They leave you alone. And then if you've been with the show 2 to 3 years, you are a program director, which means you pick the music from a very small list that some consultant, a bunch of idiots in a hotel decided they like to listen to. Those are the songs you have to play.
Doesn't sound bitter at all.
I'm not bitter. That's just the reality of radio. And then if you're less than 2 years, up to 2 years, let's say up instead of less. Up is a nicer word. You're a DJ spinning those hits. You don't spin anything, you push a button. In fact, you don't have to push anything. You just stare at it. Hey, the computer is playing another song. That's all you got to do if you're a DJ. In fact, DJs now are like Marshmallow and they play the noise and for the young people.
You gotta spin it on the ones and the twos.
Yeah, the young kids. You don't have to. You don't take a record. If it's a 33 and a third record, you turn it a half turn because. And if it's a 45 LP, you put the thing in the middle and you only go a quarter turn. But 45s were overplayed because they were the singles, and then they would have cue burn, which is why in the 70s and 80s when you listen to the radio, that's because cue burn. There you go. You got a little lesson in radio. So. Without further ado, let's start with our general managers at 4 years or longer. We have Eric Malmstrom, who came on board in October of 2016.
Hey, Eric.
I mean, putting it in this perspective really shows you how dedicated and how awesome all of our listeners are. But wow. Also from October 2016, Keith Tate.
Keith Tate.
November 2016, Matt Carter.
Matt Carter, man.
Mm-hmm.
All these guys, yeah.
guy.
I just want to say Eric Melmstrom and Matt Carter, they always support my dog stuff. I'm just throwing that in there. So not only do they produce the show, and they just always are so supportive like that.
Yeah, they're everyone that listens, man, you guys that are interactive like this, you guys are the best. And we don't say it enough, so we're going to say it every week. And then Chad Shepard from October of 2017. Those are the OGs. Those are the GMs. You guys are the GMs.
Chad Shepard had a Redbox Troll doll made for you for Christmas.
I know he did. Who has it?
He made it. The doll.
He has it. We never. No one. None of us. What?
I don't think he gave it to you. I think he showed it.
He showed it to me. I was hoping he was going to give it to us. Like, no, it's mine.
You paid like $150.
It's a big high-ticket item.
It's pretty fucking cool. That's all I can.
Yeah.
All right, so our program directors coming in at 2 to 3 years. We have the great Sean Hall, who was one of the last people I actually did something with outside of the house last year. We went to see the rugby game, which was really cool over in Cobb County, Marietta. We had a lot of fun. No one seemed to be, I was nervous because I'm a nervous Nelly, but right before all the shutdown started happening, Sean Hall and his family were there, and we got to go, and Sean came with me, MicTV's husband. So Sean Hall's been with us since April of 2018. Awesome guy. Thank you. Mike D. August 2018. Also a great guy. Thank you. John Sutherland, from a big fan of not only Radio Labyrinth, but also the Von Hessler Doctrine. Awesome guy. He came to see me do that show down in East Atlanta when I was baked. Just sat there and had a good time. He was awesome. I had a beer with him. He's been around since December of 2018. Also got me that really cool kiss thing that I did, with Trump. Anyway, so thank you.
DJ spinning the hits up to 2 years. I'm gonna do this. We got Tim Slayton coming in November 2019. Tim Slayton, thank you very much, Tim Slayton. We've got Chris Chandler, who dropped in December of 2020. Thank you very much, Chris Chandler. Todd Ellis joined. 1 year anniversary right now, celebrating his 1 year anniversary. Todd Ellis, January 2020. And then wrapping it up, there's Roby Neely, who came on board in November 2019, had to take a break because of the COVID economy. But now he's back and he's producing the show. So thank you very much, Roby Neely. You can do without you.
Thank you, guys.
We do have 2 assistant producers I want to give honorable shout-outs to, and that'd be Emily Warren, who came on board in May 2018, and Buck Monterey. What a great name. You should be a disc jockey. Hey, Buck, you ever thought about being a disc jockey? It's Buck Monterey coming at you. Buck Monterey spinning the hits here from December of 2017. So that's everybody. Thank you, guys. That is everybody. Those are our producers.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes, and if you donate at any level, stick around because, we give you a crappy little thing where it scrolls by so fast you can't even know it.
Stop.
But thank you guys very much, and please stick with us. We're going to keep making content for you and shows for you, and we got an interview coming up next week with Alan and Donna Stair from the WKRP Cast podcast, or what's it called officially, Jeff? Yeah, WKRP Cast. Yeah, I should have not put the space in there. But anyway, we're going to have a good time talking to them. And hopefully we'll have our secret Forged in Fire guest on soon to talk about Forged in Fire. And if whatever he made, will kill.